Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast. Okay, so before we start, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Kian, leader of group Best Ever from class 11B3, and the other members of my group are Mr. Kang,
Hello everyone.
Mr. Phong,
Hello everyone.
and Mr. Nam, who is behind the camera right now. First of all, we have to say that we are very delighted to have a chance to be here and present to you about our project. And what we are going to talk about today is what skill do you need when you live far from home to go to university? As a high school student, I suppose that young people often lack of skill to live independently. So I believe that this topic is very useful for us when moving away from home to go to our university in different locations. Our presentation is divided into two main sections. The first one, I will start with some general information about students who live far away from home. And the second one, we'll move on to the next section. We'll highlight what skill we need to help and how to improve this one. Okay, let's move to the first part. As we are all aware, nowadays, children always believe that studying hard in order to attend college or university is the only way to their bright future. So, almost students decide to study at university after graduating from high school. Besides, due to distance between their hometowns and colleges, just a few students live with their family while many others live far away from home. Because of the development of the world we are living in, students in countryside always want to study at university in big cities or in other urban areas. So they have to go up their hometown to another place for studying. In Vietnam, it is common that youngsters from small provinces move to more private cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City. Moreover, some teenagers not only go to another place in their country, but also study abroad, especially in higher education countries like USA, UK, Japan, Australia. So, have you ever wondered how it could be like to live far away from home? It cannot be denied that youngsters will be more independent and mature when living on their own. But on the other hand, they obviously have to face a lot of difficulties in a strange place. Say goodbye to the caring of parents and step into a life full of duties. Now, students have to worry about every aspect of life, such as living conditions, financial burden, independence, and so on. So, from a personal perspective, I believe that students need some survival skill before getting away from home to go to university. Now, to know more about it,
First of all, I would like to begin by talking about financial skill. You know that money will always be a problem whether living on your own or with your family. Financial skills are not something a teenager would normally worry about. But if you live independently without support from your parents, you would have to money. First one, you need to find a job in order to get the money to pay on your own way, such as clothes, food, and transportation. Moreover, while studying at university, you need money for accommodation cost every year. Having money is a must if you survive living on your own. So having a budget planning and know how to save money are essential skills to avoid falling into it. To be able to manage your budget, you ought to make a list of expenses to spend your money reasonably and do not waste time for betting. So this is the
Are you mine now? When the job of today like far away from home and go to other place, they will have no family, no friends there. Just only to enable rent a new environment. We must have some important skill in order to integrate into the local community. From my point of view, communication is one of these. Communication is the first step of successful cooperation among people. By communication, we exchange up touch and environment and get other people understand our needs and ideas. At school, we always need to discuss and exchange in order to give the best way to complete the assignment or project. I think when we in a new place, we all need to ask for help, and in this time communication skill is very necessary. Besides, communication assists us to keep relationship in good condition. For example, if a student is on good step with his friend and his professor at university, we can have a comfortable working environment. Moreover, communication as us is gift, receive, and make new friends on a pause. I think that communication is the most important skill for people to survive in a new environment. To be a good communicator, you need to get across your ideas and opinions well, but also listen to others and take their ideas into consideration. You should be more confident and sociable to start a stock with some new friends. As my leader said at the beginning, independent living skills are really necessary, especially when you live far from home to go to university. In my view, I believe that another essential skill is looking after of yourself. By the time you leave home to live on your own, you need to have the ability to take care of your eating, sleeping, hay. When you are sick, injured, or in the bad situation, live far away from home without parents help you by self-reliance and make decisions. Moreover, you have to do from bigger to smarter things in your house. That means you have to do a household chore like washing your clothes or cleaning your room. You need to go for grocery and repair for meals by yourself, which you should be done without parent help. Because of living independently without any to support, I suppose that you should learn how to look after of yourself before leaving house. With just some common activity like paying attention to your health, tidying up your room regularly can also help to strengthen this skill.
In conclusion, as I mentioned at the beginning, nowadays more and more adolescents tend to leave their one family for going to university. It is synonymous with being independent and self-reliant. If you choose to live far away from home, you need a nimble skill to stop relying on your parents. So, living skill will perform a vital part in your life to help you solve several problems you may struggle with while studying. Besides, your skill can be developed in one day. Designing a way to practice and spend more time for it is the best way to develop your skill day by day. For all above mentioned, I believe that when you live far away from home to go to university, you can overcome all obstacles and be ready for your upcoming life. That brings us to the end of our presentation. Thanks for your listening.